Guys, it's day 2 of the hunt. Time is 4:27. We're gonna leave in 3 minutes now. And since I've landed, I've left the country, UK, hardly slept. Last night again 4 hours, and now 4:30 in the morning. Everyone is ready, and we're gonna jump. So there you go. That's where everyone is getting ready. Oh, let's go for it. Why do I do these things, honestly?
Welcome to the second episode of In the Hunter's Footsteps. This day, on this specific day, there was the signs, the footprint, the tracks and the trail marks everywhere. We obviously started the journey, and the minute we were out, say around 30-35 kilometers into the main zone, that was it. Everywhere, herds and herds. And by the looks of it, it was not 30, 40, 50, 60, quite a big, huge herd.
Oh, what a joke.
Specifically here, it's me and Javed bhai and Gary included. If you look at us, last 4 days, no sleep. It looks like we're going for a funeral rather than for a hunt. This is exactly what happens to you when you go on an organic hunt, guys. Now, on a lighter note, Javed bhai being a businessman, he goes to me when this guy was cutting the tree in my own language. I'll translate. Anyway, he goes to me, "Yera professor sir, zalim dar gere jo bothan te sadi kuli to uligi." He said to me that look at the quality of wood, and it's just wasted, roasted here. Imagine us importing this to our part of the world and having a business out of it. Well, businessman.
Who is hiding this elephant we're looking from the last 4 hours?
You see what they do? They at night they get out of this thick chest and go drink water, and early in the morning they come back again to go hide. So what we're going to do, drive around, see if we pick up any fresh tracks from them coming from the water, coming this side.
And where are the tracks here? River?
Yeah. These are the tracks. That's how we're getting out of here, going to the water.
Okay.
But what we see here, it's a female and the baby.
Female and the baby.
Our small thing, our small tracks. Yeah.
Brilliant. We're looking for. Where's that muffin?
Where's that muffin?
Who is hiding the muffin, guys? Muffin. And that's Javed, but he was, sleeping. I've just woken him up here. I was sleeping. He was up. I'm joking. Okay, guys.
This was kind of the first very official and a very fresh footprint. Look at the size of it.
They seem very fresh. But there is a distance, quite big distance.
Now you know how big of an animal this is, and honestly, to track them, is so challenging. It's like miles and miles from 4:30 non-stop. Javed bhai, look at the size of it.
Yeah, look, it looks like an elephant.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
That's all right. Look at the size of this.
There's another good thing about this tree.
Yeah.
If you make a hole here.
If you make a hole here.
If you make a hole and you put the bucket underneath.
Yeah.
In a few minutes it will be filled up drinking water.
Oh, you can drink it.
Yeah. The fruit is it edible?
No, it's dry now, but.
No, but what I'm just saying.
Yes, edible. It's got more vitamin C than orange.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, very high in vitamin C content. So it becomes about this thick. And these bits are really white bits, very, very, almost like powder.
Probably.
But elephants and everything love it.
And the water thing, I'm mesmerized with it.
Yeah, it saves a lot of water.
It saves a lot of water.
Buaba. Yeah, buaba.
Now and then.
But no sign of anything.
But no sign of elephant. I was under the impression, when I.
There's sign of elephant, but no.
Yeah. I was under the impression that, that elephant being elephant-like, and probably, in big groups, you will just come out and you will find them and, hey, 1 second, and you will hunt them. But honest to God, I could spot a partridge in
I would rephrase it. No, there's a lot of sign of elephant, but no sight of elephant.
no sight of elephant. Yeah. Thing is, sometimes when I'm in a situation like this, Gary, you know what I miss? A cup of cappuccino, a nice shower, sitting with the toast and honey. And sometimes I think, what the hell am I doing? Like, I'm not doing this by force, okay, by choice. And it makes me think, look, uncomfortable, tired, lack of sleep, Seriously? That's the life of a hunter, isn't it, Gary?
It is.
Yeah, honestly.
What have you had to eat today so far?
I mean, the banana muffins and an apple. That's it.
And some electrolytes and water.
God, you know what? Seriously? Well, guys, this is Africa. The Chronicles of Africa, then.
Introduce them to our crew.
That's the crew behind. Yeah. It'll be done, isn't it? Good few hours. Something will bite you, a snake, or even, I believe a rabbit will bite here as well. I mean, no, but imagine, Javed, by just being here.
Fly and mosquito.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no fence between here and the park. So there's lion, there's hyena, there's leopard,
It could be anything that will bite you.
wild dog.
There you go. Now, to the camp.
Left around 4:30.
Left 4:30. And we were up by 4, Javed, bhai. That's how it is. Man. How was your day then? Tiring day?
Oh, that was a long day.
Long day, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a long day.
Yeah.
Very refreshing to be back.
To be back, yeah.
To be back, honestly.
Gary? Big thing?
Yeah, no, I am kaput. You go and have a nap.
Yeah, it is. So we're just approaching now the. There you go, guys. There we are.
The lodge
Yeah, we're on site.
under the shade.
Oh, it feels
so
so
relaxing.
good.
Yes, you can almost fall into that swimming.
Absolutely. You know what? 8 hours, and I'm honestly speechless. Very, very, very tiring. Like every cell of your body is like, aching. If I'm being honest. Even the backside is aching, to be honest.
There's nothing worse than
Just to elaborate on this, if it's an elephant, if it's a hippo, if it's a crocodile, hippo, ellie they call it, believe me, every single meat to the last rhythm of the bone that's been eaten and consumed. And even the bones, they're put to use as well. So for you to think you hunt the elephant, you live, no. That food goes, or that meat goes to the entire village which is involved in there.
Normally hippo in the water,
Sorry,
they don't normally go down like that.
Yeah.
So when the hippo went down, and the people were like, yeah. So I also like, oh no, the way he went down is a good shot.
What
Very
you
good.
saw?
Yeah.
So how long the hippo stay underwater? Like how long it can stay?
30 minutes,
30 minutes
45
it
minutes,
comes out.
but it depends with the time.
With
when it is in the morning, every night they go outside feeding.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm just talking about so when the
After
guy,
the shot, yeah.
The shot, So yeah.
Yeah. So the guy
Depends what
shot,
time.
and the hippo, as soon as the hippo went
Yeah.
under the water, says splash, you're like, no, it's a headshot. And I'm like, oh wow,
Oh,
happy,
good.
and everyone is like, yeah. We waited 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. When it got to 4 hours, we were like, no.
Okay.
No. That hippo it wasn't hit. But now, to tell the people now, who's gonna tell the people? I'm already telling the client. I don't think that's a complete miss. It wasn't a hit. So I'm standing also with the camera. I've got a like that camera there, and one old guy comes to me because they're stressing. He comes to me. He's like, sorry sir. It's like in the rural area. Yeah? So he's like, he doesn't know what is a camera. He comes to me, he's like, why don't you take your machine and put it under the water? maybe you can see. Maybe you can see. Like, no. If I put this one in the water, it's dead. Never wake up. Like, okay, no problem. So now I tell the client, no, that was a miss shot. So now the client says, are you gonna tell the people? I said, yeah, we have to tell. We have to tell them.
What was that?
That woman who
Look
was,
at that,
she was
yeah.
in the mud,
That's the mud
trying to
fighting for
get
a meat.
yourself a piece of
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah, fighting for a meat.
You know, but that meat was not even worth
Oh,
it.
there's people. This means
So
really.
when we go there for a hippo, the whole village would be.
Yes.
Even crocodile, they eat it, huh? Everything.
So there is a lot of pressure on a hunter.
There's a lot of pressure on the
Here's the
hunter.
story. So now we tell the people now because they're like, yeah. So I get the people together. I try to be loud, and I say, no, it was a missed shot. It's not wounded. It was a completely missed shot. They're like, ooh. So the guy said, okay, quiet, guys. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna shoot another one. So we go looking for another one. We couldn't find a hippo, but we shot a croc. So everyone was also there for that croc, but I mean a croc compared to a hippo.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
a lot.
Sounds illegal.
A classic one was a guy was holding two ribs, and these two ribs, they were almost like gray. Yes, from the hippo, because you know they fall into the mud, you know, trying to fighting for those two ribs.
Yeah.
So finally they walk out, and I'm standing there. And I like this one guy, you know, he's holding the two ribs.
Yeah.
And there's one guy, you know, holding with one hand those two ribs, and he's got his knife out. And this guy is going and says, yeah, you can kill me. I'm not leaving this church.
Oh my day. So what's the plan now?
We're gonna split with two vehicles. One is going to the, you know, that first guide, the one.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
He's gone on his own over those valleys, and he saw a herd of elephants, so he knows which valley they are.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
normally hang around that area.
Okay.
So he's asked us to come there. So the warder's going to go with another vehicle to the other area,
Okay.
and he's going to go and check the new area out and see if he's got any good sign. If he's got better sign there than we are having luck over the other side, then we're going to come to him.
Okay. Fair enough.
So we are broadening our spectrums.
Fair enough. So going out again now.
That's what's gonna happen. And I've got a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bad boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
Elephants, they came that side yesterday. When we turned there yesterday, they turned there, go back to the national park.
To the park, yes?
Yes, they came that side and turning there, go back.
Yeah.
And some of them, they went this direction, some of them this direction. They are not in, but I think now they will come back.
And how many were there in group?
There are plenty. There are so many spots.
But 20, 30, how many?
Actually, the number who is coming here to drink is more than 40. But they
Oh
are
my
coming
God. Okay.
different groups.
Yes.
4 or 3 groups of them.
Yeah? Brilliant. So you think we're going to get them?
Yeah, I'm hope.
No hope.
Yeah.
I thought you saw them.
I think so. Let's go there.
We brought the boss.
Yeah.
She can be very angry if we don't see them.
I need delivery today.
Yeah, you found them.
Yeah.
I need delivery.
Yeah.
Savit bhai? Ready?
Not really today.
Yeah, I can sense that. You know, I can sense. Anyway, what are you? Were you mentally ready for this? Did you think was it going to be this, like challenging, or you know, your personal thoughts?
Completely, I took it completely wrong.
Okay, I like your honesty, and that is
Yeah,
exactly
because-
how a hunter should be.
Because we underestimate this hunt. Actually, we were thinking that what you're gonna miss an elephant. You know, you were gonna go and there would be elephant, very giant animal. You would see that for miles.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Like more than 8 hours, we've seen everywhere the sign of elephant, but there is no sight of elephants. You know?
Yes,
So,
yeah.
it's
I
very-
totally agree.
It's this kind of animal. I think it's not me. A lot of hunters in the world would underestimate this hunt.
Yeah.
But it's actually not the case, because from yesterday evening we spent 4 or 5 hours. In the morning we spent almost 8 hours.
Yeah.
And elephant can't be seen anywhere. It's not that there is no elephant. There is a lot of elephants. But the problem is that it's very hard to locate them.
Yeah. So in essence, it is challenging, right? Yeah.
What they eat is the proper hunt. And it's not like there's so many challenges in a hunt, not a single challenge. You're talking about the terrain, you're talking about how camouflaged they are inside, how dense the environment is. And on top of that, the heat. Yeah, the heat, there's so many factors. And so we were talking, we're 38 degrees, 38 degrees right now in the middle of this time of the year. So obviously, and it's getting more challenging and challenging with the passage of time. We're going to get experience about Gary, so what's the challenging side of the hunt?
Challenging side.
Yeah.
Finding the bloody elephants.
Fine, yeah, exactly. How big? He says like out of sight, out of mind.
There's most people that understand is the elephant hunting is so difficult. This is such a clever beast.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to track them. Well, tracking them is not a problem. Finding the spawn every single day. But going on that 12 or 8, 9 hours, that's what it's
That's exactly what Javed said. So now you know how difficult and challenging it is. We think it's a big beast. Honestly, personally, me, I call myself a fit person, and I'm wearing pants.
They're not called the grey ghost for nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you posted. And look at the window. So it's 38 degrees centigrade, and this is how it is.
Guys, it's been around 2 hours, 2.5, and we are still looking for that small little baby elephant,
Elusive.
Baby.
ghost.
Yeah, I can't believe, honestly speaking, we always think, like to look for an elephant psychologically that you will find it. It is day 2 of the trek. 8 hours yesterday. If I add the second trip, so totally 14 hours plus the 2 today. 16 hours.
Yeah, covered about.
And honestly,
Covered about driving.
with boiling temperature, uncomfortable, ride, and we can't see the damn thing,
Covered about 100 kilometers, I would say, just by car.
just by car. So, yeah,
And surprisingly, the terrain, I was not expecting that elephant mountain.
yeah,
So this is kind of elephant, which is on mountain.
yeah. We thought probably be sandy beaches or sands, soft Sahara deserts.
It's proving us wrong in so many ways.
Yeah, it's so challenging just to be here. And honestly, look at the terrain, to be honest. And you just think the last place for an elephant, to be honest,
But see the damages
Yeah,
did by
yeah,
the
yeah,
elephant.
yeah.
All the trees have been damaged. Whenever they're passing by, they're just like snacking on all these trees. See the damages did by the elephant. All the trees have been damaged. Whenever they're passing by, they're just like snacking on all these trees,
Yeah, so I'll show you to you what Javed Bhai is saying here. There you go.
Before I was going for this hunt, guys, I was a bit like kind of reluctant. I thought, really, should I go? It's like kind of a grey cow with a trunk, but oh my days. Elephants, everyone, they're like kind of romanticized as majestic giants, but I'm telling you, it's becoming a serious problem in many parts of Africa. You'd be surprised. They're normally, elephants, they're known as like ecosystem engineers because they shape their own environment, and when they do that, their activities can be highly destructive. When elephants, they normally move to the forest, they uproot the trees, break branches, and the worst is they strip the bark from the trunks and the tree dies. It's just like if I skin you off and leave you open in the sun, and that leads to excessive deforestation. When the elephant populations are too high in some region, the destruction of a tree is the destruction of the whole ecosystem. Believe me, a single herd of elephants can wipe out an entire season harvest overnight. You bring one elephant to my village, Pakistan Mardan, and if he destroys only an acre or let's say 100 meter harvest, I'm telling you the entire village will pick this elephant up hand by hand and hang him upside down from his toto, if that's the right word, till all the ants come from all over Mother Earth and eat that elephant to the last bare bone. This is how we Asians or rest of the world will hate the elephant. It's basically is a pest in the jungle. I'm telling you, no one is in the favor of shooting them out to extinction. No way. But population needs to be controlled. Conservation. There is something called conservation.
So we have to be careful.
Yeah.
because if it drops we need to catch it.
Look, I had no idea that drone batteries, they won't survive, or any battery for that sake would not survive in extreme heat and extreme cold. And that's why.
So guys, we lost the drone. They found it. Because of the heat, the batteries go down. I charge them because too much heat. So I have to keep the batteries open from tomorrow, you know, because of the heat. Ready? Ready, my friend?
Ready? Yeah.
Careful. Yeah, you're a gentleman. Well done, buddy. Thank you very much. I mean, that comes in the vlog now, so you can imagine. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know, the first day, then the second day, then the lack of sleep, travel, journey, all the guess what happens. There was the sightings of the elephant. And I'm telling you, up to this point, with lack of sleep, overheating, you know, feeling absolutely lethargic, broken into pieces, guess what? Sightings of the elephant, and then your heart and your blood bum bum.
So guys, we've just seen, after 16 hours of trekking for 3.5 days, we've seen elephants now, and we're just driving further so we can cross. Because of the wind, we have to be very careful. So look at my hands, they're shaking.
Is your heart pumping?
Of course.
Drut, like a washing machine, isn't it? Like an engine on the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, so we found them. Now we're gonna wait and pick and choose.
The third one.
Look, I think there's
The third one that crossed.
My hand on camera.
Number 3. Yeah.
the big group, there's a big group on the other side as well.
Yeah.
You see they're crossing again. If you can see them there. See they're crossing again.
Can you see them? They're crossing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, beautiful.
It's a good man. See how protective he's watching us.
Yeah.
Now that we have seen the elephants after such a long time, the plan was to go and kind of get a chance to get a decent bull down. Now keep in mind the numbers of these ellies were like more than 40, 50, 60, something like that. Now in the woods, as you can see, they're quite well camouflaged as well. And the second issue is they always, or majority of the time, they work and travel as a group, as a herd. Now to find a decent size and the one which is acceptable, you know, based on local law, to bring down that bull, you just kind of, it was a bit of a searching game, you know, to find the right animal. Now it started. I didn't know that you have to be this quiet. For me, this was basically first time, so I physically had no idea how to film this hunt. And before I was even mentally ready, things started heating up. It was from a slow walk to choosing, from choosing to a bit of a speeding up, and then there we were. On my left hand side, when I looked, there were like around say 20 to 25 alleys, like a group of, you know, bulls and monsters and some calves. On the right hand side, they were like more or less the same as well, but we were targeting this specific bull. He was huge, such a giant of an animal, honestly. And when you see the way they walk in these thick forests, you know, you physically feel the thump of them. So there the chase was. I mean, as you can see, Now, Gary is quite an experienced hunter, being born in South Africa, and he's quite used to these things. He was continuously looking on the left hand side and the right hand side. I was looking in the front. Every single time he looked on the left, when I looked, there was a bull or ellies, coming in our directions. And it was just slowly getting into this mayhem kind of a zone, a bit of a panic. And that kind of a thing, if something goes wrong. He did tell me, once they start coming over to you, then there is nothing stopping. Now imagine being a first timer, and then from a walk to a run, and from a run to kind of, with like loaded rifles. I had a camera. I had a big Nikon 950 camera around my neck. I had a mobile in my hand, another camera in my right, one in the pocket, and you're running, you're looking at the left, at the right, and I could physically, kind of feel the sensation, of being like, everyone was a bit tense. This bull, as you can see in the front with the arrow marking, that's the one we were trying to target. Slowly, as you can see, he was picking up the pace, and so were we. Now tired, shattered, knackered every single time. There it is, we're going to take shot. Here, when Chakma puts the sticks, I was kind of, sure, but then again, you're like, it's a bit far out. But Javed said, no, I'm going to go face to face. And then the chase was on again. It was a run. Now on our right, when you kind of in a triangle mode, when you're reaching to the bottleneck. On the right, like, they were coming quite closer. On the left, they were coming quite closer. Both the groups were like saying 16, 17, at least like different sizes. The one group which had around 6 to 7, we were targeting ahead of us. You will see that. Now here, things were really getting ugly. Javed here was getting so impatient. He was just taking the lead himself. Chakma says to him, stop, it's very dangerous. This is how you like kind of completely zoned into the hunt. Now, there was a bit of an issue. The bull, we weren't far, I'd say around 50 meters, but the issue was the bull, I believe with age, was more wise, and he was trying to hide behind the others, not coming in the front. You can see the one now, with the arrow marking, that can you see the size and the height? It was a big monster, but unfortunately it wasn't giving us the opportunity. Now we were getting a bit slow, more closer and closer, and they were getting a bit edgy. Check Javed Bhai again. He was going again straight head on. Chakma goes to him, back off. He was just going face on. It was so tense, my body like your blood on the boil. Honest to God, it's like this washing machine in your stomach. You're surrounded by these huge monsters, and you're just thinking, come on, give me a shot. You're tired, knackered, shattered. And it's just one of that thing, you keep on following the giants, but there is no a single opportunity.
and then there starts the run. I mean, the alleys on the left started kind of running, the one on the right, the one in the front are kind of running. You're running, the whole jungle is on the move. Believe me, your heart is just coming out of your chest. It was so stressful, and it was, there's that aura of fear in the environment. Now guys, watch. This is the alley with the cross on the head. On the right hand side, you will see Javed Bhai. Then that is Gary and Chakma. Chakma and Javed Bhai got the gun. The distance between the head and Javed, look at that. 8 to 10 meters, my friend. 8 to 10 meters.
Gary, stop it, Gary. Shoot it.
After this scene, it will always stay in Africa. So it's the kind of censored, whatever it is, for obvious reasons. What law you have to follow. So we'll cut this bit and move on to the next bit.
Those 10-15 meters, 10 meters. And that was it like nerve-wracking, Javed bhai? You don't want a giant like that approaches you.
You can see that mountain is coming toward you.
Yeah, but you know what? I believe you now. The way you raise your hand and this other guy. 10 meters? Yeah. I felt the vibration, when it like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Honestly, Gary, this is nothing like stags or mags or deer. This, oh, no.
You understand why we say don't go?
Oh yeah, Gary, that was gorgeous, and you see that live in action, Beautiful, Gary. I was a fan, but I'm a big fan now, when you see in action, it's a different story, Gary. People can say anything and anything.
To make sure that the cows and stuff stays away from us while you concentrate on the rest.
Yeah. Lovely. It was gorgeous, like lifetime experience, My heart. And I thought, should I concentrate on the vlog or safety, or what do I do? So much panic.
That's how all of a sudden the serious faces come on when you see that.
Lovely.
By the way, you see Power, the man with the AK-47, the Alpha Bravo Charlie. This was the time he reappeared. So when the action started, I didn't see him. Now, as you can see, the warrior of the West. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like walking in a hunter's footsteps. And then to have Javed Bhai and Gary, well, you know what? Nothing like it. In the next episode, you will see the two giants we were face to face with.